Hello and welcome once again to Red Gaming Tech. My name is Amata. Today is the 10th of December and I'm here as always to give you a daily dose of your latest gaming news. This time I'm bringing you some rather interesting news from Sony as they have filed a patent for something that looks awfully like a new version of the PlayStation Move controller. Now this patent, which was spotted by CVG, was published on the 5th of December 2013 and is for a flat joystick controller. Now, as I mentioned previously, it does look an awful lot like the existing Move controller except for one thing. There's a touch surface on one side of the handle, so this could very much be to mimic the controls we currently have on the DualShock 4, which also have a touch surface. Now, the patent does touch on the touch surface just a little bit, saying, quote, "In a traditional joystick, it's hard to keep a user's thumb still while the user provides input by engaging various motions with the joystick. This is due to the fact that in the joystick, the thumbs support moves. However, using a touch input surface, the thumb can be kept still while continuing to provide the user's input by pressing on the input surface. The pressing of the user's finger on the input surface causes friction that is recognized. Of course, just because this patent has been filed doesn't necessarily mean we will be seeing the release of a product, and it should be noted that this patent was filed over a year ago on the 4th of June 2012. Now, the existing Move hasn't really played any part at all in Sony's marketing plan for the PlayStation 4, but it could be given another push with an improved model, especially if it's running in conjunction with the currently in development virtual reality headset, which of course has been confirmed to be in the works for quite some time now. Now, the one thing that does make me question whether or not this is actually going to come out, and if perhaps this was just patented by Sony back in the day just to play it safe, as of course was quite some time ago now, way before the PS4 came out, is the fact that we have the light bar built into the DualShock 4 now, and that is of course basically supposed to function a lot like a Move. So surely having that, especially since the DualShock 4 has that touchpad in the centre where the select and start buttons used to be, what use would there be for a Move if that light bar is functioning like the light ball on the end of the original PS Move? To be honest, I don't really know the answer to that. Perhaps it could be an improved Move that's more designed for more precise controls, perhaps for FPS or something like that. That could work. It really depends on how the light bar actually works on the DualShock 4. Of course, given that the PS4 only came out a few weeks ago, we've yet to see any real implementation of that particular technology, as of course it does require the PlayStation camera. So perhaps they're going for something for people who don't have the camera, a cheaper solution. That could be one way around it. I'm rather curious. Of course, as I did say, this doesn't necessarily mean we will be seeing a new Move come out. It just means that at some point Sony was at least thinking about it, but perhaps the inclusion of the touchpad, and the light bar into the DualShock 4 controller means that those plans are no longer there, and this is just patented and, you know, is there safe if case Sony ever wants to do anything with the Move. It's entirely possible, and to be honest, I'm not really sure exactly what, if anything, is going to happen with the PlayStation Move, given that, like I said, the DualShock 4 improvements, it does involve the light bar. I'm not sure how well a new Move would actually do unless it has significant improvements and perhaps is tailored to hardcore FPS console players, of course. The controller does lack the precision a little bit of a keyboard and mouse, and perhaps the PlayStation Move could give that to them. Still, I'd be curious to hear your guys' thoughts on this. Would you consider buying the device? And even if you wouldn't, what are your thoughts on it? Do you think it's ever going to come to fruition? And what could it actually be used for if it does? Anyway, that is me done for this video. Hope you've enjoyed it. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.